Okay guys, so we're going to show you another example of a deep pullback. This is the 1 hour time frame, and I wanted to say something before we even go to that. Anybody that's having problems with supply and demand, okay, I don't want supply and demand to confuse you. So if you are having problems with supply and demand, I told you guys before, okay, the key areas are this, okay, these are the key areas. So either the market will go to a swing high, okay, and bounce, or it will go to, okay, a swing low, okay, and bounce, okay. So keep that in mind. If for some reason the supply and demand is confusing you, you can just use these swing highs or the swing lows, okay. And let's say that you just only use these swing highs and swing lows. Eventually supply and demand will come to you, okay. You will start to see it more and more and more, because I don't want you guys to be confused with supply and demand, and I don't want that to paralyze you and make you, you know, just either freeze up when you take a trade or just be confused when you're trading. I don't want that to mess you up when it comes to trading. So just understand, guys, key areas are always the swing highs right here on the swing lows, and vice versa. If the market is going down, okay, it's the same thing, guys. These swing lows right here, okay, and these swing highs right here, guys, right? So keep that in mind. And let's say that we have consolidation, okay, so sometimes we have consolidation. The market will go on top of that consolidation and not go all the way down to the low. So it will just probably bounce off that consolidation and go up. So just keep that in mind. All right, so let's go to that deep pullback. Okay, so what we have here, guys, we have the 1 hour chart. We have this nice up move right here, and we're looking for the market to come back down. Now, when it comes to the hour chart, I'm very, very picky, okay? I will wait for price to get to a nice key level. So if I'm using a deep level like this, okay, so let's say that I'm looking at this key level and I say this is a nice key level, I think I like it, and I'm looking at it, I will look for a small candle. So let's say that we have this candle right here, okay? I will look for this small candle right here, okay, and I will use that as my zone, because when it comes to, you know, going down to that 5-minute chart, you don't want your zone to be so big, because price can play around in the big zone. So the smaller your zone is, most likely if you have a small zone, it's going to come in that zone and then either shoot right up or break down. But if you have a big zone, so let me show you a good example right here. Let's say that this is your zone right here, okay, the big zone right here. Let's say it was this candle right here, right? Notice how big that zone is. So you notice how we had a lot of times the market bounced off this level, came back down, bounced off this level, came back down. So it has a lot of time to play a lot of games. So I try to keep my level as small as possible. So it came back to this zone right here. So let's go to that 5-minute chart and let's see if we see anything. Okay, so this is the 5-minute chart, guys, and this is that 1 hour level, okay? And right off the bat, I'm noticing something. So what I want you guys to do is pause this video and be honest with yourself. Do you see something that's just staring you in the face? A reason to get in, a reason to say, wow, this could actually be a great trade. So pause the video. Okay, guys, so hope you paused the video and hope you got the right answer, because we've been talking about this throughout the whole part of this course. I see a nice gap, okay? Notice how the market is basically, you know, coming down to that level, okay? A lot of volume, plus we have a lot of red candles, okay? Straight line price. The market is going down in a straight line. We know that this is very unsustainable, okay? And it's a strong possibility the market is probably going to fill this gap, okay? That's what I'm looking at right away. Anyway, so basically what we have here, guys, is, okay, we have the market approaching that level, okay? And if you want to be aggressive, you can get in at that trend line break. That's if you want to be aggressive, okay? Me personally, nowadays, I'm looking for some type of bounce and then a pullback into that bounce. Sometimes I will take a trend line break if I feel like this is a great trade. Sometimes I'll say, you know what, let's take that trend line break, okay? Anyway, we have a bounce right here, but to me that bounce is too tiny. Okay, this is only 2 candles. That's nothing to me, but I like this pop right here. So notice how we have, you know, this decent pop right here. So this would be my zone right here. Okay, now notice how I'm drawing my zone. I can draw my zone from this swing high all the way down to this candle right here. Okay, or this candle, whatever the case is. I can draw it to this candle right here. Now, the reason why is because sometimes price will come to the swing high and just bounce. So it's up to you. It's up to you what you want to do, how you want to get in. Okay, the way I would get in is I would just basically either as soon as it gets to the swing high, either I get in with a limit. Most likely, all of my reversals nowadays, I'm getting in with a limit. Okay, I'm not really waiting for a confirmation. I'm getting in with a limit order, because if this is a true reversal, okay, and I'm only doing this on my reversal trades, not really my trend trades. My trend trades, I'm probably looking for confirmation, but my reversal trades, I'm getting in because if this is a true reversal, okay, and I'm seeing demand come in, that means that most likely smart money doesn't want to go, okay, below these lows right here. Okay, I'm seeing, look guys, we are seeing smart money coming in. Okay, now it doesn't mean that, you know, it can't blow past these levels. It just means that it's giving us more confirmation. Okay, it's giving us that confidence that we need to get in the level. So I would probably either get in right here or get in right here. You notice how the market had this little swing high right here. So one of these levels right here, I will get in. Okay, and I'll look for my profits. So you know, you can get in right there. Let me show you real quick, and then you can get some decent risk to reward. Okay, so let's say that you got in right here, put your stop loss right here, and if you are looking at the 1 hour chart, okay, you can, if depending on, you know, if you are day trading or swing trading, let's say you want to swing this, okay, you can just look for a nice little pop to the upside. Okay, if I'm day trading, let me see, if I'm day trading this, let's go to that chart again on the 5 minute. Okay, now if this was a day trade, my first target would be, okay, let me see, it would be these highs right here, this swing high right here. Okay, it'd be this swing high right here. That's either this swing high right here or these little tiny swing highs right here. Okay, one of those two would be my target if I'm swing trading. I mean, if I'm day trading. If I'm swing trading, then I'll go for that 1 hour high. Okay, and this is how you can get some decent risk to reward. You know, understanding how price works and understanding, you know, what price is doing. Again, the reason why I love this is because look how we came down to this level right here. Okay, now I don't want you guys to think, okay, every time you take a trade you have to see this type of action right here. No, I don't want you guys to think you have to see this type of action. Just understand that once you do see that, it's a plus, right? It's another check, you know, on your checklist that allows you to take the trade and to give you more confidence. Okay, now a lot of times when you take a trade, you're not going to probably see this type of behavior. Okay, but I'm just saying, once you do see that, man, you can say, man, it's a strong possibility you probably want to come and fill this gap. All right, so let me show you guys another example. Okay guys, so this is British pound right here. This is the 60-minute chart, and what we have here, guys, is we have the market going down. Okay, that's number one. We have also the market going down, and then we have this swing right here. So this is the highs. You notice this is the highest point right here before the market went down. Okay, now it came back up to this last candle that made this, you know, move right here. So let's go to that. Okay, and basically what we can do is we can mark that down, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to mark that down. Okay, and we are going to basically see how price reacts to that level. So we can say, okay, take this candle right here and mark it down. Now, me personally, this candle is kind of big, so what I could probably do is, you know, a couple of things I can do. If I see the candle so big and the range is so big, I can just cut it in half and say, you know what, if it comes back to the half of the level, I look for a trade. But for right now, we're going to put it right here, and let's see if we see a trade. So let's go down to that 5-minute chart. Okay, so this is the 5-minute chart, it hit the zone right here, and honestly it didn't give us a good signal anyway, so that's good. So it came to the zone, didn't give us a good signal. Me personally, I want to see some type of aggressive selling going on, and we finally get it right here. Okay, now we finally get it right here, and also the market basically didn't pull back, so it gave us this supply area. So let me show that. Let me draw that real quick for you guys. It gave us this supply area right here, okay, but it didn't give us, okay, it didn't give us a pullback into that supply. So the next available trade, if it can't go, okay, to the supply zone, that means that this trade is very weak. You can take that breakout trade, and still a lot of times you will see the market, you know, make a nice move. So that is another way you can get it. Okay, so let's go back to that 60-minute chart. Notice how we have, okay, another swing, okay, right here. So we have the market going down right here, okay, and then we made another swing right here, and the market went down, okay, and then went back to this last candle right here. Okay, so the market went back to this last candle, never broke this high. So let's go to that candle right there. So let me erase all this right here, and then let's draw another zone. So what we're going to do is basically this last candle right here, we're going to draw a zone. So let's do that right now. So this candle right here, let's draw a zone, okay? And we're waiting for a price. We're waiting for the 60-minute chart to hit this zone, and notice how we hit that zone. So let's go to that 5-minute chart right now. And this is actually the 4-minute chart, I'm sorry, but you can go to the 5-minute chart, it's the same thing. Now notice how we hit that last candle and we sold off like this. So this tells me this is a supply zone, right? So to me, what I would do is I would take this supply zone, I'm looking at the rest of the candles that's around that supply zone, and you can draw a supply like that. Okay, so let's go right here, okay, and you get in right here, okay, when it comes to that supply zone right here, and you look for a trade to the downside, and you notice how that trade can basically give you a nice reward, because this is a 1 hour swing. If you want to hold this, there's a strong possibility it can go all the way down to these lows right here. Okay, so this is another example of a deep pullback, okay, where you can take advantage of this, on a 1 hour chart, and then you can actually go down to that 5-minute chart. Now let me show you guys another example of the 1 hour chart, but just looking at the micro swings, because these swings right here are these big swings right here. Okay, let me show you real quick. So these swings right here are these deep, oops, I'm sorry, let me go to this. Okay, so these swings I'm showing you guys right here are deep swings, right? So let me show you an example of a micro swing that we use, okay, during the day. So let's go. Okay guys, so this is US CAD, and basically, so we have these micro swings right here, guys. So what I mean by it is these tiny pullbacks, okay? The market doesn't always do, deep pullbacks. It also has these tiny pullbacks. So you can use this example, okay, using these tiny pullbacks too. So we have here, tiny pullbacks. So what I would do is I wouldn't draw, to me, this is a big candle, plus we have a nice wick right here. So what I would do, since we have this big wick, I would say, you know what, I'm waiting for a price to probably go to that body of the candle, so my zone can be, smaller. Okay, so let's go to that 5-minute chart around that time. Okay guys, so this is the small pullback right to that last candle, and what I see is a nice correction. So you can tell that the market is in a corrections phase. So let me show you real quick. Now you can tell about it how the market's going down. It's very weak, and you can tell it's in a correction phase because it's chopping. Okay, so the way I'm looking at this is a couple of ways I can get in. I can go aggressive and say, you know what, as soon as it breaks that trend line, okay, right here, I can get in. Okay, so you can do that too. To me, I like this. Another reason why I like this is because what we have here is, notice how we have all these lows right here, and the market did a nice fake breakout. Okay, notice how the market did a nice fake breakout, and then it went back up. So that's why I love this trend line break too, because we have this nice setup right here where we have a fake breakout, and then it came right back to break that trend line to go back up. Okay, so guys, we can use the same concept on these micro pullbacks, right? Wait for it to come back to that last candle, and then you can, go to that 5-minute chart. So it's not just only those deep pullbacks, okay? And, basically that's how it works. So again, when it comes to the market, guys, you don't want to be fixed. Most smart money traders that I know, they are very close-minded. They think everything is retail this and retail that, and that's why they don't really expand. Very, very close-minded. They don't really even believe in trend line breaks or breakouts or anything like that. So you see how I do my trend line breaks, or if I see a nice breakout, like for example, I showed you guys when I sometimes when the market hits a level, okay, it shoots down, okay, it give you that supply, but sometimes it doesn't even come back to that supply level, and then it consolidates, right, and it breaks out, right, and this is a nice trade. Most of these smart money traders won't even take this because they are so close-minded, and they won't even take this because they will say, oh, this is how retail traders trade. We don't trade breakouts. Only retail traders trade breakouts. And that's stupid because I know a lot of 7-figure traders that trade breakouts. You actually have to know when to trade breakouts. So you rather miss out on money just because you don't want to be labeled a retail trader. To me, that doesn't make any sense. It's just stupid. And a lot of these guys don't day trade. So they'll wait for a level like this, and they'll wait for the market to come back to this level, okay, and wait for a reaction. And there's nothing wrong with that, guys. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that this doesn't work. It works. You see how nice reaction at that level right here, okay? But look how, this is a deep pullback. Look how many, weeks you gotta wait for this stuff. Okay, this is why I laugh at when, a lot of smart money traders, you can tell that a lot of them are rookies and they just following everybody else. These guys are very close-minded. But anyway, basically what I want you guys to understand is, guys, use price action. Understand that price is always moving. Okay, you can't be fixed. You have to look at price and see what the price is doing right now. Okay, and then when you have so many things lining up, those are the trades that you want to take. Okay, that's all I have for you guys today. You can actually use this on a daily chart if you want to. Okay, the same concept, and go down to the 5-minute chart. But what I would say is, okay, me personally, I don't do that. And if I did, right, what I would do is I would make my zone very small. The problem is if you make it big, you remember one daily candle is a lot of pips, right? So you can't just say, okay, we have the last candle right here, and then you're waiting for price to come in that. No. So what I would do, I would try to make my zone as small as possible. So what I would probably do is I would probably use the body of the candle. Okay, so let's say if I have a small body, okay, I would say, all right, we put it at the body, and then when it gets to that body, maybe I would just look for a trade. Or if the daily candle has a wick, you can use that as a zone. Okay, so that's about it, guys, when it comes to deep pullbacks. Okay, so let's go to the next video.